Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
Happy 4th of July weekend week, everybody.
I wonder when people are listening to us this time.
I know, right?
Because will they be listening to us after the holiday? Maybe.
Because tomorrow's...
Well, it's Monday right now.
It's Monday.
July 3rd.
So technically the holiday's not till Tuesday.
Yeah, so
It's
I think
trip.
Most people are off.
Till Wednesday.
It's a long weekend, camping or celebrating, barbecuing,
Yep.
whatever it may be. We are doing
nothing. Trying to stay cool is what we're doing.
I know. It's going to be probably 100 degrees today.
How much?
100.
Yeah.
It says 95. And anytime it says something,
Add 5.
I feel like it's always more.
Add 5.
Yeah, add 5.
Because the time of the day where it peaks.
Yeah. That's what I always think. No, it's just that it's just never correct. It's always hotter than it is.
Right?
I've got my BCAAs here. Nothing. 1UP Nutrition BCAAs are unmatched.
Yeah. I'm about to try them. Actually, I did try it. They're pretty good.
They're like, to me, it tastes like a slushie from 7-Eleven.
Old school.
Yeah, especially with my nugget ice.
You should throw it in the blender and grind it up like a slushie.
It's so good. It's because it's sour.
And it's hot outside, too.
And the 1UP Nutrition ones, they have L-glutamine in them. And they also have some collagen. But I like the L-glutamine. It's a craving. It suppresses hunger and cravings, which is good after a high-calorie day.
Yeah, that's important.
Since we had like a higher calorie day yesterday, but super chill, though.
Yeah, super chill.
Our chip moratorium, you guys, continues. And I realized something. I realized that we are saving a minimum of 300 to 500 calories every time we do not enjoy the chips.
Yeah, that's crazy. It adds up, huh?
So that could add up to like thousands of calories in a month.
And imagine donuts if we kept doing it every weekend, every Saturday.
We were for a minute because my dad was requesting Saturday donuts. So that plus the chips was a lot.
Yeah. You're basically swimming upstream against the current.
Yeah.
Not with the current.
It's like you're undoing.
You did all week, all that work, stayed on point, and then you can't go too crazy.
It's great if you're wanting to maintain, but when you're in a cut, you can't do that.
No.
Because it's just maintenance. It's a maintenance week, even potentially a surplus week, but definitely a maintenance week when you do that. I'm finding the donuts I'll miss. It's only been a week without donuts. I will miss the donuts and need to have one or two eventually, but I'm not like dying for the chips, the restaurant chips. I'm actually finding I'm enjoying my meal more.
Yeah. Yeah, because they bring out the basket and you fill up, then they bring out another basket and you kill that one. You're full. By the time your meal comes, you're already full. You don't enjoy it.
Yeah, so we gave it up for 30 days, and now it has been 8 days.
8 days.
We're 8 days in, 22 to go.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Might have to continue it for a while.
I am not worried, but...
It's mind over matter.
You know what's crazy is I actually love having no plans. I've realized that having plans, like to do stuff, gives me anxiety. Like I hate the obligation of a plan.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Because then, you know why? You like to honor your words. You're going to go. And then you might not be in the mood like, fuck, I'm stuck. Damn it. Right. I get out of this. I know what you mean.
Why is it that you're never in the same mood when the plan comes around?
Sounds good.
That you were in when you made the plans?
What do we say? Oh, we're going to do a nighttime dinner, 8 or 9 o'clock at night. No, we're in the bed. Unless you're outside already, it's hard.
Well, it's because we wake up early, though.
Yes, that's why. You're up at 4:45 damn near every day.
Close to 5 o'clock, before 5.
5:30. I'm going to get closer to 5. I want to get to 4 a.m. Savage.
Why 4?
Because I want to start training with my boy, Ivan, at 5.
Oh, yeah.
Some functional training, different stuff. I want to learn from him. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind, like, doing things, like, necessarily. If we're dressed, we're like, oh, let's go run an errand or go grab something to eat. Yeah. I just don't like to have a plan because I might not feel like it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And so I've noticed that because you are right. That's one thing about me, though, because if I commit to something, I'm very consistent. If I commit, if I tell someone I'm going to be somewhere, I go, whether I like it or not. And usually, if I'm going to be completely honest, when the time comes, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, oh man, I wish I didn't have this plan. But then because I committed, I go anyway. And it's not like I don't have a good time.
Yeah.
It's not like I regret it. It's just getting there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You do that a lot too. You make plans and then you're supposed to go on a car thing today. That's when we're recording a little earlier.
Yeah.
I had a hustle and bustle this morning.
Yeah, one of my boys, he said instead he wants to leave early and go Capitol and by the beach. I said, when I start overthinking, it's the middle of the day, it's hot. I really want to be out there driving my car.
Then you're going to come home and need to crash out. You always do that. You like go on these car runs and then you come home and you crash out.
I might actually go to the gym after this. I feel good. Burn off some of these calories I ate yesterday. It wasn't that bad anyways.
No, you didn't overeat yesterday.
No.
I logged your stuff. Mr. Escobar over here has been getting mighty good with his MyFitnessPal, with tracking the macros.
I'm getting the hang of it.
And learning how to track. I'm trying to simplify it for him like I do with my clients. Like I'll tell them, save meals that you eat frequently so that you don't have, like in my app for the Body Bootcamp clients, I always tell them, if you have a yogurt and honey and granola and stuff every morning, save it.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to pull it into your food diary. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to log.
No, just got to put effort. I was always anti all that. Anti-measuring, anti-macros.
What happened to you? I finally rubbed off.
Yeah, you can't cheat the game.
Because you know why?
Cannot cheat the game. Have I gotten lean in the past before? Yes, because I had your old trainer coach too help me, Matt.
But he had you on macros. You weren't tracking
I just didn't
them
know,
yourself.
Yeah. I just was weighing out the steak and measuring a little bit. Yeah,
Dad, you were on macros. But what happens every single time that you get good on your macros?
Like when I did keto?
No, like right now. I'm talking about now. Like every time, like the last couple of years, when you track and hit your numbers, what happens?
I drop weight.
What have you dropped recently?
Like within the last 2 weeks, 4 pounds or so.
4 pounds in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was just almost 190 and I weighed the other day at 185.
4 pounds in 2 weeks.
Just little minor adjustments.
The only thing you're doing different is tracking. Therefore, you know I'm done for the day. Or, I need something with more protein. So it's helping you make decisions.
That's where people mess up. The protein. You got to hit that protein. Because that's one thing. I didn't totally love Matt's diet because it was a lot of steak. That was heavy. Remember how much
had you heavy on the protein.
Oh, I was eating a filet mignon every day.
Remember you were so sick of it that you had Whole Foods ground it up?
Yeah. I had to switch it. Like ground beef or filet mignon. That's blasphemy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who does that? But that was too much, man. But it worked.
It did.
Oh, I got a picture to prove it.
Yeah, it did.
It worked.
The high protein. But you're doing that high protein now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have to do it.
Yeah, you have to. I'm actually going to do, because women
too, they have
undereat protein.
They should overeat a little bit.
Big time. Yeah, you should eat more than you need.
Yes.
I think it's always better to err on the side of eat more than you need. I'm actually going to do a video this week for YouTube for women, like how to get your protein in easily. Because especially if you are in perimenopause or menopause approaching, you need to bump up your protein. It's going to help you in multiple different ways. And most women consume about that think they're eating a lot of protein, consume about 50 to 60 grams of protein a day.
Yeah.
Not enough.
A couple eggs ain't going to cut it. Little
Not
cottage
enough.
cheese, little meat. You got more. You got to eat.
Yeah.
You got to feed that machine.
So I'm gonna do little tips and tricks because people just don't realize how to get protein in. They don't.
And sometimes by bumping up your protein, it'll actually lean you out.
It will.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Just by doing that.
It will, because the protein, and that's what I'm going to go over in the video. Your body handles it a certain way. It also feeds your muscles, it preserves muscles. It's going to preserve your metabolism. It takes more energy to digest it. There's just lots of different factors.
And pay attention to the strength. If your strength is going up, that's a good indicator that you're putting that protein to good use. Your body's utilizing it.
Exactly. Now, actually, on the BCAAs, because a lot of people ask, do you need BCAAs? BCAAs are excellent on days that you are not getting enough protein in. This makes sure that you are getting those essential amino acids. They're essential, meaning your body can't produce them. You have to take them exogenously. You have to take them. And when you're eating enough protein, you're getting enough BCAAs in your protein. But if you are not eating enough protein, you're probably not getting enough BCAAs, and it's good to supplement. But ideally, you're doing both. You're getting in your protein and you're doing BCAAs. And BCAAs is not necessary. Like I said, I don't take them every day. I only take them on days that, for one, maybe if I'm hungry, it does help curb my appetite because these ones from One Up Nutrition have the L-glutamine.
Yeah.
And for two, I'll take it on the weekends usually because I know I'm not getting in enough protein usually. On Saturdays, I usually have carb heavy.
Yeah.
So I stick with that. Hot coffee topic. This is interesting. I came across it on TikTok and I had no idea that this rumor was going around. If you are someone who watches Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, even if you don't, you probably know who this person is. Kyle Richards. Her and her husband have been together for a long time. He's got the real estate. You even know who they are.
Yeah.
Kyle and Mauricio.
She was in the movie Halloween.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And he has the real estate agency or whatever. She's always been like over the moon about her husband on the show or whatever. There is heavy rumors and lots of support to indicate that that there's trouble in paradise and that she is having a relationship with a woman.
Damn. Mm-hmm. That's some hot coffee. We need that little horn sound.
Yeah.
Wow.
The people on the TikTok investigators have put a lot of stuff together. They even showed the difference in her Father's Day post to her husband last year versus this year. Her choice of words. You're such a good father to the girls. Whereas last year it was, we love you so much. This post was more of what you do for our girls, not about her and him.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's
and
a telltale sign.
And
for
her
sure.
and this girl have been everywhere. She's like a country music star, Morgan something. I'll put up their picture here up on YouTube.
And there's huge conspiracy
there's
theories.
Lots of evidence.
Oh, evidence.
There's lots of, not like hardcore evidence, but there's lots of indications, I should say.
Gotcha.
And I listened to...
Let's just throw it out there. That's allegedly. We don't have
allegedly. Proof. And I listened to Two Teas in a Pod, which is like a Real Housewives podcast. And Teddy Mellencamp is one of the hosts. And she's like best friends with Kyle. And part of their job is to address housewife headlines. So they'll always, if there's stuff in the headlines, they address it and say how they feel about the headline or whatever. I have noticed they have not brought this up. She has not brought this up. That is her best friend. If it was false information, she would be talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she has said nothing is very telling.
What do you always say?
Where there's smoke, there is fire.
And usually that fire leads to the truth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what I got to say about that, me personally, it wouldn't surprise me. It happens a lot.
Why do I
You know someone else that was, I don't want to put it on blast, but was married to a very wealthy man and switched sides.
Oh, yeah.
When we say wealthy, dudes in the B category.
Yeah.
Wealthy.
Exactly. But why does that feel like it's a thing? Even like Chriselle on Selling Sunset, she's married to a woman now, G-Flip, a musician.
Wow, that's right.
Why do I feel like that's such a thing right now?
Yeah,
like a lot of women that were in like relationships with men or like long-term relationships leaving their husbands for a woman.
We need to step our game up, fellas. You need to kick the dad bod, man, and get with me. I'll get you right, you guys.
You think it's the
They're going to start switching teams on us.
No, I'm actually feel like it has something to do with maybe they're just seeking that more validation because it's another woman. I don't know, women relationship. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm terrible. Luckily for us, you're not one of those that seeks like, I got to tell you I love you 50,000 times.
You know what? Listen,
and...
I'm a believer in the astrology signs.
Yeah, we're not that way. And that's
Aquarius
okay.
are not really like that.
No.
They're not super PDA. But do you know what sign is like they need lots of affirmations? They need lots of affection. Cancers.
Yeah, I can't do it.
So if Cancers, they tend to need other Cancers.
Yeah.
They actually match really well with other Cancers because they both need a lot of attention. They both like the affection, the affirmations. I don't need affirmations. I need very little. I don't like to be coddled or...
Me neither.
But that's an Aquarius thing because we're both Aquarius. If you guys didn't know that, we're both Aquarius. Comment if you guys, I want to know. Yeah. Are you into the signs?
Yeah.
Are any Aquariuses out there? What are some of your traits? I've always been told like I'm a hard nut to crack because it's hard to go deeper with me, which is true.
And also, you're probably like me. I get bored easy. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. When I was dating, I got bored easy, like next type shit when I was single. I'm just saying, I was bored quick.
Yeah, it's interesting. Every time
I read. Say the same thing
I used to be afraid because I used to have this fear that I would never find someone. This is before I got married. Like because my friends in middle school and high school, they had boyfriends, like 2-year boyfriends. And I had this problem starting when I first started liking boys. I would set my sights on a boy and that's who I wanted as my boyfriend or whatever. And as soon as he started liking me, I would not like him anymore.
Wow.
And I was always like that. And I started to worry, like, oh my gosh, is this who I'm going to be forever? Like, as soon as someone likes me back, I don't like them anymore. And I would almost not want it to happen. I'm like, no, not this time, not this time. And I'm like, oh, yuck. I don't like him anymore.
I thought something was wrong with me too, because I'd always get told that I'm not affectionate. Oh shit, maybe I'm cold-hearted. Maybe it was my upbringing. I don't know. Maybe because I've been scarred. I don't know.
Yeah, and at first people will be fine with it if you tell them. If you say, look, I'm not an affectionate person or I don't need a lot of affection, and they'll be like, oh, me neither. It's fine. Yeah. But eventually it will bother them.
Yeah.
And then it's not fine. They say it's going to be fine.
Yes.
You communicate it because you want to make sure you find a good compatible match, and then suddenly it's not fine.
I think you told me that too. Yeah. You'd like let me know, hey, I don't need a lot of affection or no love.
Because I wanted to make sure in my dating life, after my divorce, that I was going to match with the right person. So I wanted to be really honest about the type of person that I was. But even when I dated a couple of other people, they would be like, oh yeah, that's fine. That's amazing. It's nice to not have a needy girl. But then I could tell they actually were weirded out by not having someone who is needy. Then they became needy.
Wow. Another thing is women pretend they're not jealous, like they're confident. And I'm like, okay, we'll see about that. Sure enough, it's always that kink that breaks. I'm like, thought you were confident.
You know what another thing that...
You said you weren't jealous. You're not a jealous person. We'll see. You weren't.
I know you probably didn't believe me because everybody says that. Yes. But I wasn't.
You weren't.
I was.
I'll give you that. You kind of remind me of me a little bit. You're like the male. I'm just keeping it real.
Well, that's funny because we are born 4 days apart.
Yes.
But... the thing is, I was very honest because I was in this mode of I want to be myself. Mm-hmm. I want to be exactly. And look, I'm not perfect. I'm weird. I have some weird quirks. That is strange that I don't need a lot of affection or that I'm not super lovey-dovey.
Women are probably right now going to hear this and be like, she's capping. She's lying. How can I tell you guys? She's not lying.
It is a strange thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Yeah. I'm just saying it is who I am. And so I wanted to make sure that the person I was going to be with really was okay with that so that it wouldn't become an issue.
You don't even kids like laying up on you, taking up your space. No. You're like, get off me.
No, too close.
Yeah.
You know?
A boundary.
Like I have a space.
Plus you have that claustrophobic thing with you
I
too.
do.
You need your space. You don't like to be... And that's part of it, I think, probably because I'm not claustrophobic, but you are. Like, if I even go like this to you a little bit, you'll freak out. I remember the first time I did it, I thought you were playing. I was like, oh, she's serious. No. I laid on top of you.
Yeah, I was mad.
I know.
And I told you when I remember I told you, when I ever freak out about something, about claustrophobia, take it serious.
Yes, I never played with you after that.
Take it serious because it's not a joke. I can pass out. I can have freaking...
You start swinging, go crazy. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll lose my shit. Yeah.
Sees red and fires off and does fight or flight.
I tried to be. Listen, you can vouch for me though.
Backseat too. Remember
when we started dating? Was I very honest about the type of person that I was? Did most of it check out? Would you say?
I will say.
Or did?
And one said no bullshit. Because like I said, I was out there single for years and I seen it. And I experienced it. And I was like, yeah, okay.
You know what's something that
colors always come out.
Yeah, like I just feel like. Sometimes girls will try to be too cool. They try to be too cool and tell men what they want to hear.
Oh, yeah. They'll go as far as some of them pretend they're bisexual and lightweight make promises to have or open a threesome just to land the guy. I'm keeping it real, lady. A lot of ladies have said that when I was single. I was like,
They try to act like they're so cool, like that with that stuff, or kissing girls are wild. Yeah. That's why, like, when like Tom and Ariana had their breakup, and he got with Raquel, because Raquel was probably like the cool girl. Like, she's wild. She's gonna drink and get wasted and party.
Fucking him in the backseat of his car.
Be wild.
Raunchy stuff.
But
wild,
guess what? When you're no longer the other woman, and you want, because you want, that's why you're being crazy. You're vying for that girlfriend role. But when you're in the girlfriend role, all that other stuff goes away. Now you're the boring one. Now you're the one who's, hey, like, we need toilet paper and we need to go run errands, and you're not the wild, cool person that wants to party all night. Suddenly you want to do laundry.
You're domesticated all of a sudden.
Yeah, like, we need to stay in tonight. Or
there's a saying, and I don't want to offend anyone. I don't even know if I should say it on here. Don't turn the H into a housewife. I'm not going to say the whole word.
Say it. Who cares? Don't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Yeah, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife or some shit like that.
I feel like the hoe, the other woman.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden they become domesticated. Dudes, wait a minute, you're boring. I'm going to the next.
But I don't even think because they don't want to be the hoe forever. They're being the hoe to get the life of the person that they're trying to replace. And then once they get that position, they want the life that person had.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
The mistresses always think they're going to get the life, right?
Yeah, and they're not going to get the life.
They're just, the rich guy just wants to sleep with them. He doesn't want to wifey you up. Trust me. I know someone in that position, lightweight.
Yeah.
They just want to have their cake and their ice cream, their dessert on the side, appetizer, whatever you want to call it.
Ice cream.
Have the little appetizer, dessert, but yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Usually, they want the position of the wife. Unfortunately, the wife, they have history with the husband, they have kids. It's very rare that the husband would leave the wife for a mistress.
Have you ever had a mistress?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't have a mistress when you were with... No, obviously, not me, you dummy.
No, I looked at my past. I was thinking about
you. In your past.
No.
Because I'm just wondering...
Have I been unfaithful? Yes. I'm guilty.
Yeah, no. But I was just wondering if you had, like, that one who was trying to vie for the position of, like, your long-term girlfriend or whatever.
Not that I can remember, no. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I think with that, when guys are trying to play that game, or have their girlfriend or whatever, if they're going to try to play that game and have a side chick, you got to let them know that's all you're going to be as a side chick. Nothing more. Nothing
but again, they're trying to be the cool girl. They're like, yeah,
I know.
That's what
Eventually,
I want
emotions
too.
Get involved. And
that does not end well. It does not end well.
Like, man, I'm going to be honest, man. We could sleep with women not getting emotionally attached. We could care less and move on. Unfortunately, women try to play the same game. Like you said, be cool. But after a while, the emotions just show.
Yeah.
They come out.
I think they can do it, but women are just hardwired.
I know I've done it. I know
differently.
Yes.
But I always feel like I have a lot of masculine energy, for sure. We have another friend who's like that.
Yeah,
she
you're
has a
not
lot
a
of
fan
masculine.
of her. You're like, when you see your girlfriend, I can't do the scream because they get all excited like they won the lottery, and you always say that's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
What are they screaming for? What are we screaming?
What he's saying, you guys, is sometimes when girls like see each other, they haven't seen each other for a while, or they arrive at an event and they run and scream and hug and jump up and down.
Y'all just got out of prison? We just got to let out the gates? What we celebrating? I'm just saying. Because I didn't even scream that when I got released. Shit. I was happy.
I never just could get that excited. Yeah. I don't know. It's just not in my DNA.
That's funny.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
They're going to be laughing like they're making fun of us.
No, don't be a mistress, for one. Hopefully, if you're listening to this, you aren't a mistress.
Man.
Don't be a home wrecker.
That's bad karma, bad energy. There's so many.
It's never going to end.
There's plenty of fish in the sea. There is. People think, the dating, you're in the wrong places. First off, you're leveling yourself up. Let's keep it real. If you're single out there, step your game up. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Because sights are everything. When I was single, take it from me. Appearance is important.
It's important at first because it's the initial.
Initial, yes. The attraction,
so it's the initial.
Yes.
It's 100% very important if you want to. What did you used to always say? You got to raise your stock, right? Raise your stock a little bit, and that's do what you can do, control what you can control.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound mean, but don't try to play on levels that aren't on your levels. You know what I mean? Don't try to chase something that's levels above.
Yeah, but what makes somebody levels above? Because you used to say like that because, if you have kids, like that drops your levels.
Yes, it does.
I didn't feel that way personally.
And I don't mean that offensively. I'm just saying, I was a single dude with no
it's
kids.
okay to have your opinions.
So,
Go ahead.
To get with a girl with kids, I fell in love with you, though. So that comes with the package. But I was in a relationship before similar to this one.
Yeah.
And I vowed, I said, never again. I'm not doing that again.
It's interesting. And I'm glad I was oblivious because I literally didn't even cross my mind that that would affect, I don't know. I just had confidence. But I can understand it.
We got with each other older.
Yeah.
For a 20-something-year-old, chances are going to be slim because he might want to procreate with his own wife, his own kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, of course.
That's a little different. So.
But I can say that I was a complete hypocrite though, because although I had kids and I didn't think it would be an issue with anyone, I did not want somebody with kids.
But baby, you're an attractive woman in shape. You had the package. You know what I'm saying? Men also look at that. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Looks go a long way.
I know. It sucks, guys, but it's the truth.
I'm just being honest. That's all.
It gets you in the door too, and it does. You do have an advantage if you take care of yourself
shape,
or whatever.
We watched the whole thing on the science of it. Remember, they were talking about that.
Yeah, and it's not politically correct to talk about it, and I hate that. But it's the truth. And do I think? And I'll be completely honest with you. Do I think there were times I got job interviews I probably shouldn't have gotten because of my look? Jobs maybe. Yeah. With male bosses or whatever. Did that give me like a leg up? Yeah.
Yep. It's true.
Probably. I'd be like lying if I said no, I didn't. Now, I didn't use it.
Yeah.
I didn't go in with that mentality, but do I think, I wonder if, like in one of my jobs that I had.
Now looking back.
The executives were very flirtatious and like inappropriate.
Really?
And
now you're looking back at it?
Oh, yeah.
Even I've been sexually harassed by women at work. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can imagine how often it happens the other way around.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
It was uncomfortable. This was what I worked for a security company, and we sat next to each other on the table, and I was part of admin. I got promoted from doing security out in the field to admin. And the boss's girlfriend was working right next to me, the owner of the company. And she would kind of reach her hand.
She would rub your leg?
Yeah, and I'd be like, hey,
no.
Can you not do that, please? Yes.
Wait a minute.
If that wasn't I'm saying, I'd be like, hey, let's wait till after work, let's hook up. But hey, and I was young too. I was like 19.
Let's wait till
20.
after work, let's hook up?
No, I'm saying if I was like a young, dumb dude, I was 19 or 20.
Oh.
I had comments like, no, please don't do that.
She rubbed she put her hand on your leg and rubbed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
My God.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's touching. Because if you think about it, what's crazy, the double standard too. If a man did that to a woman, that's a big no, which it is. But then if a woman does it to a man, he's like, they'll talk shit about him if he reports something like that.
Yeah,
what are you?
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. What the fuck? You're not going to smash that? Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, the double standard.
I know, man. No.
So crazy.
I wanted my job. I was trying to move up in the company. I didn't want no bullshit. I was all nervous. That guy was powerful. He was the ex-chief of police in San Francisco. He owned a security company. I'm like, man, I don't want no static with this man.
Oh, no.
And she was an attractive black woman. Beautiful. But I was like, I ain't taking the bait, man. I didn't take the bait. I stayed loyal, and I didn't want no problems.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then I told you stories about 24 hours.
Yeah, you had experiences at 24.
Yeah, one was really aggressive where she wouldn't let me leave the break room, tried to plant one on me.
She tried to kiss you?
Yeah. I ain't going to say who, but
I know. Is this...
No.
No?
No, but she was touchy, flirty. This was another young girl.
Was she a trainer?
No, front desk.
Oh, front desk.
Yeah. She had a huge crush on me.
She made it be known. She tried to kiss you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
No, you're not going to get me in trouble. I need this job. Move. I'm good. I'm not dating coworkers. That's problems.
Oh, my God. It was nothing but drama over there, too.
Oh, my God.
Even when you started training me, there was drama, remember?
We could have filmed a little reality show in that gym. It was interesting.
There was like drama. I could tell that there was like these girls who would like gossip in the locker room, and every time they saw me, I could totally tell that something was a brewing or something, and something had to do with me or whatever. And then you finally told me, and all of it made sense. I'm like, oh, I knew.
Yeah.
I knew something was up because these girls were like, I'm like, dude, I'm just freaking.
You were the hot topic. They got a little jealous, found out I was dating you, and some I had dated before.
Oh, the joys and the drama of the gym.
Luckily, that's, what was that, like 12 to 13 plus
who
years
cares?
ago.
That was so long
So
ago.
old, yeah, right? But there was a little bit of gym drama.
Yeah, and I remember you thought it was going to cause problems with us or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought we were just having fun. I
Yeah,
don't want
exactly.
any part of any drama.
No, that's why I was trying to not bring anything your way.
Oh, goodness. Oops, sorry, guys. It's getting some beeps. You know what I came across something on TikTok, actually, and it really made me stop and think, and it's about drinking alcohol. I've noticed that I've been declining having a drink more often.
Yeah.
And it's because I go through a thought process in my head, like, why do I want this drink right now? Why do I want it? Okay, it tastes good, but there's a cold Diet Coke tastes good too.
Yes.
So, like, why do I want it? If I only have one, it won't even give me a head change, so it's not for that. So it's just going to be calories and
for the taste.
Okay. But if I want it for a buzz, then I start to think, but is the buzz worth it? Because now I have to drink more calories, and it's at the expense of tomorrow.
True. What you do now, you got to pay for it tomorrow.
You got to pay the price tomorrow in your energy production, your motivation, your mood. And I've noticed that I have this quick thought process that happens in my brain.
I never looked at it like that.
And I always, you know what I always think about? I always think about when the clock strikes 5 a.m. the next day, is this going to affect my ability to pop out of bed like I've been doing and go for my walk? And it's not worth it to me. It's a price I don't want to pay. And so I usually am saying no lately. I've noticed that because I'm thinking more about it.
Yeah.
I think that as we get older,
you rationalize.
We think more about consequences versus when you're young, you don't think about you just binge drink and then go to work the next day.
We saw your daughter last weekend, remember?
Yeah, she was not feeling good.
She looked like she was hurting. And we're like, man, remember what those days are like? We don't know what that's no more because we don't do that no more. We're smarter.
Yeah.
2 drinks. If we drink, 2 drinks would be max.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel, and look, I've never had a drinking problem. I've always pulled back. I've never had a drinking problem where I drink too much. Yes, have I drank too much? Of course. And
we got sloshed in our life,
it's awful feeling. But I've never had a time where it's not a big deal. Like I can not drink and a couple months go by, but it's not an issue. It's not, oh my God, I haven't drank in 2 months. It's not even an issue.
Or I have to have it. Why? Your body doesn't need it. Why do you have to have it?
Yeah.
You don't. You can live without it. You know?
I think, and also what I noticed is that whenever I have stress or something going on in my life, then I really avoid it. And I'm so glad I do. It's because alcohol is a numbing thing. Mm-hmm. So even if you don't have stress, you're just drinking like on a Friday night, every Friday night you're drinking, you're numbing out part of your life. Yeah. Like it's a numbing process and you have to pay the price for that numbing effect at some point.
You do. Catches up. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no way to get around it.
Look, I preach balance, and yes, you can enjoy alcohol and still reach weight loss goals and things like that. But I just think like more people need to stop and think, but do you really need it?
Yeah.
Do you really if you're drinking every day, that's impacting your life in a lot of ways that you don't realize.
Yeah.
You don't need to drink wine every day with dinner. No. I don't know who needs to hear this, but
no, you don't.
But wine's good for you.
Okay. Good for my blood.
You know what's so funny is people are so concerned about, deodorant's toxic. This is toxic. That's toxic.
Yeah.
You know what's actually toxic? Alcohol.
It's toxic.
Actually toxic.
The human body wasn't really designed to be drinking alcohol.
It's ethanol.
That's why it gets us all out of our mind.
And as soon as it enters into the blood, the liver gets it. It stops doing anything else. It's, oh my gosh, we got to detox. And the liver will detox.
Because it's almost trying to save you, right? Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it's detoxing you. Of course. And it is saving you. Because if the liver didn't detox you from the alcohol, it would accumulate and you'd have alcohol poisoning.
Have you ever heard of them dummies that would do it through their butt?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. You need to elaborate.
I don't want to get deep.
Please,
I've heard fools
yes.
put alcohol through their butt. Look it up. Get them
because
quick,
it gets you a quick drunk.
Super fast. But you can also die. Yeah. True story.
I did not know.
Crazy ass people out there.
Don't they even make
because you're bypassing the liver.
Oh.
That's why you get faded super fast.
You guys, I learned something new today. But how do you put it in your butt, though?
I don't know. Probably use a bottle and bend over. And I don't know.
Oh my God!
I'm assuming
It's a reverse bong. It's an upside. You could. It's like a bong.
I forgot, but I remember hearing about it. And I was like, man, people are crazy. They used to do that too. Idiots would do that with ecstasy, with MDMA.
They put it in their butt.
Yeah. It dissolves. It goes right into your quick. Dangerous though. It bypasses the liver. Stupid asses. Get you. Basically, why they do that, it hits you faster. They say. That's what I heard.
Yeah, like I know that there are medications that you can put in your butt to speed up the effectiveness of the medication. So I guess it's like that.
Yeah.
That does not sound safe. That does not sound safe. Do not try this at home.
No. Hell no.
Don't they even make alcohol in prison?
Yes.
They make, what is it called?
Pruno.
Yeah,
you get fruit and you let it ferment.
Fermented fruit? Fermented fruit. You could get drunk off of fermented fruit?
I don't know what else they add. They add some stuff to it like sugar and other additives. I don't know exactly the formula, but yeah, I had a swig of it.
You've had a swig of it?
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous, you think, too?
I took a tiny little, I just wanted to taste it. I was like, damn. It was
disgusting.
I was drinking like old fruit or something.
Oh, that might make you permanently not want to drink fruit. Mm-hmm. I mean, I want to eat fruit.
I just was curious.
Did you know? I once heard this tip that if you want someone to quit smoking cigarettes, you put a bunch of smoked cigarette butts inside of a glass of water, and you let them sit and soak in there, and then you drink the water. And it is so disgusting, and it gives you this feeling every time you go to smoke a cigarette, you remember it, and it prevents you from drinking. I don't know if this is true, guys.
Thinking about, I hate cigarettes first off, and then thinking about that.
But I have heard that.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff we talk about on here sometimes.
I swear, you guys, I'm sorry. Alcohol in the butt, that's new.
People do crazy stuff.
All right, we have a couple of questions that I thought actually were good questions for you from listeners on our YouTube channel. By the way, if you have questions for us, you guys, drop them in the YouTube. It's a great opportunity for us to pick it out and answer it on an upcoming episode. So if you have questions, please comment. Also, if you haven't subscribe to our channel, like the video. It does help us with the algorithm over on YouTube. And then if you have not already left us a 5-star review, please go ahead and do that.
Please.
Okay,
thank you.
This question was, how does Mike handle his weed cravings? Because this person smokes and gets out of control cravings, and it's hard to manage. So that's a good question for you, because I haven't smoked in so long. And to be honest, my answer is I didn't handle my weed cravings. And that's why I stopped smoking, because I would eat so much.
For me?
Yes.
I'm staying focused on my goals, no matter what. And I just tell myself that's just the mind playing games on me, trying to get me to eat and fuck up on my goals. Mm-hmm. That's the only way.
Yeah, you've always told me that.
Yeah, of course they're there.
Because I never really see you with the munchies.
Huh?
I never really see you like with the munchies too bad.
No.
And you always have said I just tell myself that's fake thoughts. It's fake. Yeah. It's telling me I'm hungry, but I'm not really hungry.
No, and I don't need to eat. I already ate. I hit all my macro goals.
Your app says so.
Yeah. So why? I don't want to ruin it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have, if you don't have like your goals or something you're trying to achieve and you're just loose, it's going to be hard to control that, because you have to build discipline.
Yeah.
Saying no to things.
See, for me, I used to actually smoke because I wanted the cravings. I wanted to smoke, get the cravings, and then smash some food. And I actually feel like that's coming up for me soon. I feel like I'm wanting to do that.
You want to one day to let loose a little bit.
Yeah, I want to like smoke and have McDonald's.
There you go.
Because sometimes you got to do stuff like that. I think it's fun to do things like that.
Yeah.
And I haven't smoked in so long that I'll probably get like a nice.
Oh, you'll be lit.
I'll get the munchies big time. It's probably been 2 years since I smoked.
Damn.
At least. It's been a long ass time. So the cool thing about when you stop doing something, you reset your tolerance.
Yeah.
Caffeine, alcohol, and smoking weed.
We'd probably get buzzed real good off one drink, because we haven't drank in a while either.
I know. I'm trying to think when the last time I had a drink. Oh, Oh my gosh. I just had a drinks
You
last weekend. Had 2 drinks.
That's right.
Yeah. But you know what I did do? Because at Lisa's thing. What I did do, though, is because I was doing that, I didn't drink. I had the opportunity to drink Friday night and then Saturday. And I'm like, nope, because I'm saving it for Sunday. So I only had 2 drinks instead of, oh, I'm going to have a drink because it's Friday and I'm going to drink Saturday. I haven't drank this weekend, though. And I don't plan on it. But yeah, it felt like it's been a while. It's been 6 days.
That's funny. But yeah, that's all. So my advice to you is just work on your discipline. Say no to things. You got to start that way. You got to say no. Tell yourself it's just thoughts. That hunger pang's not real. You just have to fight it.
I don't think, I also
it's
feel
not
like
easy.
You can't feed the craving.
No.
Because it doesn't help. Because it's not because you're hungry. So like feeding the craving is not going to make it go away. It's just going to make you crave more.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even, I'm going to save some of my calories for after I smoke or something like that because you'll lose control. Yes. Don't feed the craving.
No, don't. That's a good advice.
Yeah. Because it's difficult for sure. I'm trying to find this other comment now. The other comment was, oops.
Video popped up.
Oops, sorry guys. Okay, the other comment was regarding social pressure.
Social pressure.
Yes. So how do you handle, I thought this was a good question.
That's a good one.
When you are out to eat with friends and you're trying to be good and trying to stay on point, but they are wanting you to try things and, just eat, just have the cake, just have some, come on, don't be how do you handle social pressure personally?
Me?
Yeah. Or how would you advise? I know there's 2 answers because you don't give a shit what anybody says. You just don't handle that. I already know about you.
My face with that bullshit.
How would you advise somebody though to handle it?
Tell them no. I'm on my own personal journey, and please respect that. Yeah, that's all I'm asking you. Don't have to ask me.
Don't ask me twice.
Don't let me have to tell you this again.
Yeah,
I'm only gonna tell you this once, please. Yeah. Next time I'm gonna grab you by the arm. I'm gonna go walk. I'm gonna get personal with you because you're trying to ruin my journey, not yours. If you want to be stuffing your face with bullshit and drinking and doing it, go for it, man. I'm not telling you not to. Do you. You ain't doing me, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. Humans, I have this thing about it, why it bothers me, because humans have this fucking crazy control thing. Like, they want to control other humans. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be controlled by nobody. Mm-hmm. And that's why we work. You're my wife. I'm your husband. We work. I'm not trying to control you. You're not trying to control me.
It's another Aquarius trait, by the way.
I don't like it.
The more somebody wants us to do something, the more we don't want to do it.
I push back hard.
So for me, it's not too difficult to handle social pressure because if somebody wants me to do something, I put a hard line in the ground. No.
And my advice to you guys, not saying to be mean, but don't be a pushover. Yeah. And you got to be a little bit of a tough ass in this life. You can't just be like always bound down. You got to let people know, stand your ground firmly. Like, I'm not giving into that. So stop it. If you want to stuff your face, you try it. It's your body. I'm trying to stick it in my body.
You don't have to. I think we don't have to feel like we have to be so gentle with people all the time.
No.
If you tell someone like no thank you once and then they continue and then you have to be like, you know what? Please respect my That's what I think. I think don't worry about sparing their feelings in the situation because they're not worrying about you.
Exactly. They're not respecting your journey.
They're not respecting. I love that you said it, like respect my journey.
That's it.
Because if you are with someone that doesn't respect your journey, then you know what? Don't go out with them socially again.
Or you have somebody in your family who's a recovering alcoholic or drug addict, or let's just alcohol because it's available. Don't be that person and offer this person a drink. Oh, come on. It's just one drink. Don't be that asshole and do that. That person's trying to recover, man. Don't be that person because you can send them off into the deep end. I have friends, personal friends who cannot do one drug or one drink. That's it. They do that, they're gone. Their addiction is that heavy. They cannot. It's scary. I'm glad we're not like that. We have a drink. We could probably do a drug.
No, but some people, they can't. But yeah, in terms of back to the social pressure on dieting and stuff like that and alcohol. But yeah, I think the problem is we are so worried. We get worried about being, the Debbie Downer. You have to switch it around and think, no, but they're not worrying about me.
Exactly.
Because they're not respecting my boundaries. If I say no, thank you, and they're pushing the issue, if you want to try to avoid confrontation, what I would recommend is set the standard ahead of time.
Yeah. That's it.
Be respectful of somebody's. I'm going to give you a perfect example. And Lisa, if you're listening, you're going to be in my example, my cousin. I didn't even tell her that I wasn't eating chips, but we went to Luna and she happened to listen to the podcast. So when the waitress said, "You guys want chips?" She said, "You know what? You're not doing chips, right? Because I heard your podcast." She goes, "You know what? We're going to skip the chips." And she told the waitress, like the waitress didn't even bring the chips. Talk about respecting. Instead, she could have been like, "Are you really not going to have chips? Are you serious? We go to Luna every week.
Yeah.
You're going to have chips? Come on, give me a break. What's a few chips?"
I hate those type of people.
Do you know what I mean? That's the difference.
Don't get slapped.
Didn't even mention it to her, and I was fine with the chips being on the table, but she thought, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's skip the chips. I'll skip them too. We'll try something else. We tried a different appetizer.
There you go.
Those are the people that you surround yourself with.
Yes.
People that are supporting your journey, even if it's not their journey.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be their journey. You're not telling them to not eat something.
Exactly.
You're not telling them how many calories that is. Don't be that person either.
Yep.
Don't enforce your journey on somebody else. But don't be afraid to stand your ground.
Nope.
And once in a while, that kind of thing is going to happen. But I also, goes back to what we talked about last week. Time and time again, though, you don't want to be cautious about people who are surrounding yourself with people who will do that to you.
Yeah.
That's just maybe not someone that, those aren't people
and don't
that
be
you want to
afraid of
surround
making
yourself
people
with.
uncomfortable. You're on your journey and you're having great results. You're gonna get people who are uncomfortable. They're gonna make snide remarks and you're getting too skinny. That's annoying. Just keep doing you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. People always feel like, I don't know, they get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm supposed to dummy myself down for you?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to eat like you? I'm supposed to follow your advice? Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. So what you're doing is
what's working for
serving you.
Exactly.
You just want to suck me into to what you're doing. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not into. Listen, I do my thing, but I'm not into forcing. I've never been the type that I feel like other people should do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Or don't be at the table, but like, oh, Diet Coke's bad for you. The chemicals in it. Don't be that person.
Oh,
That's
no,
annoying.
don't.
Like, shut the fuck up, man. Shut up.
Don't.
We know
me,
somebody that tried to do that
oh,
once.
I
like,
know. I was
man,
so irritated because I'm over here trying to enjoy my Diet Coke, and he wants.
Stop it.
Do you know that causes cancer? I'm like,
Stop it.
first of all, I'm on vacation, and I'm trying to enjoy my Diet Coke, and this is not the time or the place.
No,
and
don't lecture. Don't be that person. Don't lecture. You're not on a high horse or pedestal. Relax. People get on this pedestal like they want to, like they're shot callers or something. Like back up.
You know what's so funny? My phone just went off right now, and I know we talked about her last episode. My niece, she just texted me, said, "I think I'm getting too skinny," just like a joke. But look, because her jeans are super loose. She's doing really good on her journey.
Good for her. So she's
and
tracking?
She just made some little tweaks.
Or she just made some tweaks?
Nope, just made some little tweaks. Eating at home, not eating out. Just made some small changes.
You start giving some things up, make some tweaks, and you can do that too and have success.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm proud of her. She's doing a good job. So hopefully that it helped you a little bit with the social pressure. Just remember, stand your ground.
Exactly.
You're on a journey.
It's your journey, not theirs. You know what I'm saying?
The people that you're with, if you're spending your precious time with people, it should be people that respect you.
Yep.
And can be okay with that. And don't let them bring you down.
Nope.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoy this short week because it's a short week for everybody.
Crazy short week.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
It's going to be weird. Yeah.
But we will be back on Friday, and we'll see you guys then.
See ya. It could be nice and it could be harsh. Like, fuck that. Yeah. Jordan Peterson said, be a fucking monster. Oh, I was going to bring that up. Homeboy, like, listen, bro. Like, I know you think you're Pablo Escobar, but no, don't tell me what the fuck you do. You have a fucking problem, you know?